Hello, um, here's a promised video, and I'm going to show how I do lifting. Tools you need to have in order to make lifting quite simple, and probably you already have a standard set, but you might find a need to buy something handmade or custom ordered. Okay, firstly you'll need the swivel knives. I use simple swivel knives. I prefer this one. It's Japanese blade, and so far I find it very powerful comparing to craft tool blades. You will need modeling tools. I had my handmade, but I upgraded to this Tandy modeling tools, which are quite simple, but they're very useful. I have for demonstration, I finally received my first Barry King stamps. This I have only 4 Barry King stamps. There are all 3 of these are number 2, I think. They're small. This one, this one. It's not concave, it's just a straight one, smooth one, and a checked one. And I have one small one for tiny places. You also need undercut tool. This is a craft tool number B892. You might need something like this. This is an Osborne tool. And handmade tools. You will need something like this. I believe you can make them yourself. These were made by Sergei Neskromny. And lifters. I have three sizes. They're made by Alex Sukhan. These were made by Kazakhstan leather artist, and he's artist. It's from leather work from Volgograd. These are handmade. Okay, I'm going to show on very small piece of leather, and I'll do a really simple pattern. We call it. That would I will draw it myself. So. Okay. But it will have. I think it will have enough. Details to show you lifting. My piece of leather is already cast, and just need to do some swivel knife. Okay, and here's my. I'm not really good at swivel knife, but I have to improve. This lesson is not about swivel knives, so please forgive if someone may find my swivel knife techniques not good. This is to show you lifting. Okay, I'll do my swivel knife and then I'll show you the pattern. That would be easier for you to see what I actually have it here for you to show the lifting. Okay. This is not, I don't know. I don't know if you really, I don't know, what is it? Is it a flower or just petals? Sorry for the quality of my camera. It's just a simple iPhone. Now I'm starting to bevel. I bevel main lines firstly, and then second step will be to use a backgrounder, so to bring up the main area that I'm going to work on for the lifting. Honestly, I did manage to work with handmade tools, but after holding a barracuda stamps, you won't forget about handmade. Okay. Front take. My suggestion when you choose the pattern and you want to do some uplifting for the lifting, you need to look at your pattern in 3 dimension. That would I don't know, save the day. Firstly, before you put your pattern on lever, just look at it and think whether you can imagine it as a 3 dimension. For example, I struggle with I don't know, with visual connection to Sheridan patterns. Maybe it's just my thing, and I don't know, I just don't feel it. And for me, their Sheridan is sort of like dead flowers. I'm sorry for those who love them, and I think Sheridan looks great only if you make it perfect. If you don't do it perfect, they look dead. So before I try my attempt to do something as a Sheridan, I would prefer to improve my skills on beveling and swivel knife. Just for information, I'm in leather just for since February, March this year, so I don't say no, I will never try Sheridan, but so far I don't find myself confident. I'm completely self-learner, and I find it easier to work with the pattern if I have a visual connection with it. I don't know. I need to be in connection with what I bevel or what I tool. I don't know. Have a feeling of it, and I think lifting is one of the things that has to do with the feel of a pattern. If you feel your pattern, I'm sure your lifting will be good, because it's not a matter of lifting, it's a matter of lifting in the proper places, I think. But it's just my perception. It doesn't have to be a rule. I think there are no golden rules in this matter, on this subject. We're not doing enough at the end of the day. I nearly done my beveling. I know my beveling is not great, but I'm trying to improve. And I think having a couple of barracking stamps is a first step to improvement. Okay, here we got my pattern beveled. Now we need to look at it and think where we want to uplift. Firstly, some people start uplifting first, but I do background first, and as a background I choose Midas tool. I think they're discontinued, but I believe you can find something similar. Tandistor or barracking or craft tool, wherever, Springfield. Why I do background first? It makes my pattern to stand out, and it makes me to feel it better. Sometimes I don't put background on all parts. Sometimes I just put background only where I'm working at the moment. For example, sometimes I work on the belts and I do only first 4 inches, for example. That's me. I want to see what will be the future result, and it helps. Sometimes I change tooling techniques, or even modify my pattern. To be honest, I never know what will be at the end, even when I have a ready sketch. Sketch doesn't really say much about what you're gonna get at the end. So I did some background. I'm gonna do more, because I want to do more. I feel like I need to. I know there are certain rules how you apply background, especially for those who use bar grounders, but I don't have rules. I set my own rules sometimes. For example, here I want to add extra lines, and I think it will